Milwaukee gets Damian Lillard and a new star upgrade in the backcourt. Portland received Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, 2 Money Kamara, Milwaukee's 2029 unprotected first round pick, and 2 Milwaukee pick swaps in 2028 and 2030. Phoenix get a lot of depth in the form of Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. The Blazers aren't done. They just recently traded Drew Holiday to the Boston Celtics, and it also will be interesting to see if Damian still attempts to move to Miami. But for now, the Milwaukee Bucks just rose even higher among the contenders. The Phoenix Suns has got better as well and now have more space for Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant to operate as they finally trade DeAndre Ayton. Damian and Giannis are now teaming up in Milwaukee. The Bucks came out of nowhere to win the Lillard sweepstakes. They made a massive move to keep their Greek superstar happy, and now they might be the favorite to win the East. Now the upgrade from Holiday to Lillard is of obvious appeal. For all of Drew's defensive skills, which helped acquire Milwaukee to the 2021 title, his decision making and scoring efficiencies are glaring concerns in the playoffs. In 3 postseason appearances with the Milwaukee Bucks, he averaged 17.9 points on 47.6% true shooting, which is obviously a decline from the 18.5 points on 59% true shooting he recorded across the 3 regular seasons with Milwaukee. As one of the NBA's admired pull-up shooters and drivers, Damian offers this group a legit half-court engine offensively that was lacked over the past 5 seasons. The Bucks championship hopes have rested on their overwhelming defense and grinded out offense. Now the balance skews away from the extremes, with the hope that generating reliable offense grows significantly easier. Damian is a far worse defender, but a vastly superior offensive player and is simply much better overall. He addresses their biggest shortcomings, which will outweigh the gaps his arrival and Drew's exit presents. To put in the simplest terms, Milwaukee just acquired one of the best offensive players in the league and put him on one of the league's best defensive teams. Granted, they'll take an obvious hit at the point of attack, going from an elite on-ball pest to an undersized liability in Damian Lillard. But efficient offense has been Milwaukee's closest thing to an Achilles heel for the past several postseasons, including when they won the title despite not being able to score against the Nets in round 2. Drew wasn't the sole reason for those struggles, but he always been a tad bit too erratic with the ball, someone who burned too many possessions with an inefficient quick trigger. Damian, who averaged 32.2 points with a 64.5 true shooting percentage and the first overall ranking in offensive estimated plus minus. This dude guarantees great offense regardless of who's around him. Now, armed with ideal weapons at his disposal, Damian has never been more dangerous. A perpetual long-range threat off the bounce who can will get downhill against schemes that work to take away his deep range. The 33-year-old must be tracked the moment he crosses half court. The gravity he'll have running pick and rolls with Giannis, Brook Lopez, and even Bobby Portis is going to be substantial to say the least. If there's a switch, it's near definite change. Either Damian or Giannis will have a mismatch. Drop, and Damian hits a 3. Blitz him, and have the good fortune of trying to stop Giannis from rambling into the paint on a 4-on-3. Now picture those two on one side of the floor with an empty corner. It simply can't be defended with 2 people, which allows someone like Chris Middleton to feast in ways he basically never has before. Malik Beasley, Jay Crowder, and Pat Connaughton won't ever be open more than they will be this season. Milwaukee is now probably the favorite to win the East, but that doesn't mean there aren't real questions, especially on the defensive end, where teams will repeatedly put Damian on an island in the playoffs. The Bucks should be marvelous on defense, but the system they'll deploy with rookie head coach Adrian Griffin is a total mystery, and their personnel isn't as fierce as it once was. When Giannis and Brook are off the court, they might not have 1+ defender / athlete. The Milwaukee Bucks are also pretty old, a concern that includes Damian, who's coming off his finest season, but is just 2 years removed from an injury-plagued campaign that provided a glimpse of what he'll look like when age-related declines eventually slow him down. Middleton's durability is a question mark, and Brook Lopez will turn 36 in April. Milwaukee took a risk 3 years ago when they pushed almost all of their chips in for Drew. Now the same thing is happening at an equally risky time, with time no longer on their side. But the gamble is worth it. Dame and Giannis are that good, and their best case scenario is an offense with no ceiling. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're interested. See you next video.